Hello guys, so today is 219 September 30th and it's end of September. And today we're going to cover the major markets. It's been a while that I didn't host a webinar for the past 2 weeks because first of all, I'm in China and due to the Hong Kong's problems, I think and also the National Day of China, so they really blocked everything or even the VPN can work. So I cannot host any Zoom meetings. Then last week, my students Nicholas has helped to post a video because I tried to make a webinar from the team viewer. However, it's limited seats, only 4 people can see. So that's why I didn't post on the Facebook and so on. So anyway, I'm back to Singapore and free to host webinar for you guys. Let's start. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to tell is gold, right? As you can see, the gold, when I publish my ideas here, I said gold 4-hour chart, the 8 EMA crossed the 89 EMA, and what's our strategy is find the pullbacks to sell. Any of you see this trading plan in TradingView? Anyone? Yeah. Good, right? So yeah, when you see the chart, the breakdown just happened, right? And immediately I post this chart, yeah, because we have to understand that how efficient, how smart we are to capture their next entry point. Okay, so we have to do two things for us to catch a trend or make some money. The first thing is you have to know the direction. Okay, so the first thing is you have to decide the direction, which most of traders are focusing their energies to do. Okay, but a lot of people, they forgot the second thing. The second thing is actually more important than the first thing. Is besides we have the direction, okay, you have to know when and where to participate in the trend. Okay, of course, if you immediately saw this kind of candle, right, you see here, that's a very bearish candle you see here. But if you sell right after this red candle, you are going to be trapped, right? You are trapped for almost $6. And a lot of people, when they see this 60 pips move, that is not in the favor of their directions, they are scared. And because if you short one lot and you are trapped for 60 pips, probably you're going to lose $600. That's a lot of money, right? And people just will be frustrated by this kind of candle. So hey, I saw the big red candle, how come it pulls back 2 bars and pulls back so strong? Is the trend going to change? Are we still in a bearish trend? But what we are doing is different, right? We identify this breakout and we wait for the pullback. We don't sell here, we sell here. We sold at 1502. When you see my entry zone here, you can clearly see this. I said we can sell the pullback from 1500 to 1502. The maximum is 1503, right? And our stop loss is very easy to be set. Is right above this big red candle, which is the breaking candle. So in this case, right, let's say our stop loss is about 1507 and our entry is 1502. So we are risking for $5 in exchange of 2 times of reward or even more. So you can see here, the beauty of this short trade is now you can see we are already in a lot of money, and you can see the risk reward ratio already hits 3.53, which means if you follow this trade and you risk 2% of your capital as the stop loss, okay, the reward is 3.5 times, which means you earn 7% from this trade. So anyone tell me, Do you think this is a very good strategy that every time we're risking 2% and we get 7% gain of our capital with only one trade? Now, answer me, what is yield or what is the return, annual return of the US 10-year bond, right? Maybe 2% or even less, right? What is the return for 1-year fixed deposit, right? In Singapore, it's about 1.2. But in this trade, within only 1 day or 2 days, we short from 1503 to 1481. The risk reward ratio is about 1 to 3.5, and we earn 7% from this trade by risking only 2% of our capital. So do you think this is a smart way for us to earn some money, to give us a better return than the market does? Like you buy the fund or buy the insurance or buy the whatever, the fixed income or high yield bond, whatever. They can only give you like 7%, maximum 7%, 8% per year, but this 7% per trade. Do you agree? And you know how to become rich, right? By becoming rich, it is not by only looking at how much money you made. You must look at how much risk you're involved. So I will suggest for most of the students or the new traders, right? Do not gambling, do not risk 100% or 50% of your capital, risk only 2% and gain 2 times or 3 times of your risk. And that's enough. Because one trade you can get like 4% or 5%. After 10 trades, you're getting like 20% or 30%, right? It is far more than what else that you can have in the world. So if you agree this idea or you agree with this principle, please give me 5, right? Just reply me by 5 if you understand what I'm talking. Right? This is number 1 principle that I'm going to teach. Okay, you have to measure the risk. You have to determine when and where to participate in the trend. So here, this is our entry point. We didn't sell low. We wait for the pullback, and we have a clear stop. Okay, and then the market just run as we expect, and the profit is coming. Okay, great. So let's move on. So, by the way, because today is end of September, so we are going to check the monthly chart. Okay, so this is a monthly chart. Okay, as you can see, the whole month of August, the gold made a second rally since June. Okay, so this is the first rally. The July is a small pullback, and the August has a second rally. So this already told us that the gold is, the bulls has already used up their energy to trying to make a new high, and the bulls has already pushed the price to their targeting price, right? Oh my God, I saw her face. Alex Gong. Where are you? I thought you cannot access Zoom. How can you access Zoom in China? That's amazing. Okay, so what we can see here is the gold has the first try, the first rally, and the second rally. Okay, and let's measure the ratios of the whole move. Okay, so you can see here the second rally which August did, all right, and September is trying to push another high. However, now the price is rejecting from 1554. It has already completed the Fibonacci ratios of 1.272 and 1.414. Now, based on what we know from harmonic patterns, we know that if the second rally reaches the first rally's 1.272 and 1.44 extensions and fail to break new high, we know that there could be a potential cipher patterns coming. So here it is, the cipher patterns, okay, which tell us, okay, the gold has the potential, watch, okay, has the potential to fall back to 1327. And if you want to buy the gold from the long-term view, you better wait for this place, okay, to buy, to catch the new uptrend again, but not now, not somewhere in the middle, but this 1328. Understand? Okay, so let's go to the weekly chart. You see more clear, right? This is the first wave, second wave, and third wave. So from the elite wave analysis, you can actually see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave, the 5 waves going up. Okay, you can spot this as well. Okay, and what's going on, or what's the next, could be our ABC move. Okay, could be an ABC move, something like this. Okay, so this actually coincide with the cipher pattern. So just get ready to short the gold and to 1450, 1400, or even 1328. That's is likely to happen. So what we're going to do is to find an entry point to sell the gold. All right, and by looking at the daily chart today, the gold has just break new low. Okay, just break new low, and the price has already been falls below the 8 EMA. So look here, there is a gap between the 8 EMA, sorry, between the price now to the 89 EMA, and the gold hasn't, pulled back to the 89 EMA of the daily chart. So what I'm thinking, the first target of the gold will be about 1450. Okay, so which means we still have about 300 pips move to gain. All right, and today it just breaks new low. So let's go to the 4-hour chart. Right, you can see here, this a lot of support is here of the gold. Right, you can see here a lot of reactions that tells you the gold has a lot of buyer, and buyer. Right, ever just to ask yourself, or what do you get from the current price actions? Do you think the buyer is still there? Do you think the buying force is still there? No, actually, it's just a little bounce you see here. The buyers has already failed because the last rally, it just gives the perfect pullback for us to sell, and then the bearish trend continues. You can see here, drop, sideways, break new low, sideways. And can you imagine what will happen? What will happen after this sideways? Can you imagine? You can see when bearish trend comes, okay? When bearish trend comes, it's drop, sideways, and drop, right? Something like this. So let me just draw this to you, okay? Sideways, okay, a small pullback, drop, maybe a sideways, and then continue down. Okay, yeah, Madhan, I know there's 1 hour inside bar up. However, watch the main trend from the daily chart or 4-hour chart. Where is the momentum? Is the momentum up or the momentum is down? If the major trend is going down, then your 1 hour inside bar up is contradicting with a major trend. So do you still want to trade the up inside the bar? I think the answer is no, right? Okay, so guys, you haven't answered me the question. After a drop, you can see here now the price is consolidating now, right? Looks like another sideways is coming. But from the trend and from the price action last time, you can see here the buyer already put in their money, spend their money, spend their money, spend the money, and the buyer just cannot hold anymore. So what will be the direction most likely after this sideways? Can you guess? Can you make a guess? You can see now the bearish candle, bearish candle, bearish candle didn't really move down yet, but it's sideways. But sideways means the institutional players are trying to accumulating more sell orders. They want to sell gold to those people who want to buy. And after the institutional people accumulating enough selling orders, and the price will just have another fall. Yeah, that's what we call trend continuation. Okay, so this is a typical trend continuation patterns. Okay, drop, sideways, drop, pull back, another drop, sideways, maybe another drop. Yes, so the best way is to wait for the new drop to come. Okay, you want to see the new breakdown. All right, you see the new breakdown and wait for the pullback, or you don't wait for the pullback, it's okay, because the moment it breaks down, you can sell, right? Because in forward chart, you can see here, there's an inside bar in forward chart potentially. Okay, in 1 hour chart, okay, yeah, this is a perfect example of structure, okay? Because in my course, I teach a lot of structure breaking out trade, okay? So if you follow the rules that I teach, right, you can see here, buying, 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 buying. Okay, good. So this structure represents the buyers. Do you see that? Can you see that? Before the breaking out of candle happens, the gold has a lot of support from 1486 to 1488, right? Support once, twice, third time, fourth time, and then this is a very, very bearish out return, okay? Pull back again, and now it's going down. So did you make a sell again from here? Or can we make a sell again from here, just like what we did in 1503 here, just like last time? These are the same patterns, right? Support, 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 violated, wait for the pullback, yeah, pullback, sell, boom, you earn money, all right? Support 1, 2, 3, 4, breakout, pullback, you sell again, okay? So we can make a very, very simple conclusions as long as the gold is below 1490 or 1488, we only want to sell, because now the bearish force is already here. Okay, you can see the buyers retesting this structure and failed, and now it's coming down again. So go short, okay? The trend is going down, and I'm telling you guys that it's going to reach 1450 or 1400 or maybe 1328. So that will be a very big profit. All right, typically when here, you can see the gold will be easily touch these ABCD patterns. Okay. As we know, the ABCD patterns you see here is 1461. But looking left, there is no very strong supporting until here. Until here. When the last time the gold has a resistance here from 1450, resistance, breaking out, becomes support. Okay, so this will be the important supporting area. And the whole room from 1483 to 1452 is our potential return. So give me your answer, or do you want to participate in the trend, or do you want to get this money? If yes, find any bearish patterns to sell. Okay, Yeah, right. That will be our major profit for this month. Okay, I think the gold will just drop to here without any, big pullback, because the 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 buyers trying too hard or so hard to break 1450 and this failed. Okay, the first time dropped down here, made a rally, and I said we can sell the 618, correct? And just at the 618 level, the gold made a inside bar breakdown. And then this is our first sell, and this is the second sell, this is the third sell. Maybe there will be a fourth sell, because when 1480 was broken, which means this new low was created. And now we can measure this 1480.80 level. Okay, wait for the new low to be made and pull back and sell. That will be the next potential shorting opportunities. Okay, good. So let's move on to euro. Okay, the euro is very bearish because in weekly chart it just breaks new low. The buyers failed to supporting 1.0960, and looking left, the euro actually already broken the structure, so it will most likely will fill the gap here about 1.03 or 1.08. So do not buy the euro. Okay, find pullbacks to sell. And the last time when you see my chart in trading view, I said to short from 1.1080. Okay, and you can see that is very successful. Okay, after retest, the buyers failed to break 1.1080 and comes down again. So today it just breaks new low. So forward chart, okay, strong bearish candle. Now it's pulling back. So the best trading opportunity will be here for you guys to sell about 1.0927. Okay, so watch this place for you to sell the euro again. And you can draw the Fibonacci ratios here. Wow, perfect. It actually coincides with a 618 level, 1.0930. Right? So if the euro back to this place, sell it. Okay, sell the euro based on the structure, based on 618, and the target will be the gap, daily chart. All right, so sterling. Sterling, last time we captured a buy, we captured this inside the bar breaks up, and all the way we have already earned about 500 pips from the sterling euro, sterling dollar, and now it comes back again. So my suggestion is the sterling could still become sideways, okay, and if you choose this 618 level, it's 1.2196. Now it's 1.2323. So this from this chart is telling you that maybe now is still not so cheap to buy sterling. The best place will be the 618 level. However, when you go to the 1 hour chart, you can see some patterns already coming. Okay, it looks like 1.2280 has a lot of support, but due to the effect of the dollar, DXY is getting strength. We see the DXY just make new high, so the upside room for the sterling is limited. While I will think the sterling maybe we still just want to buy the low, not buying here. It's not low enough. Okay, so find your patterns when it touch here. Now there's no trade for the sterling. Dollar Canadian, okay, sure. The dollar Canadian already touched the 618 from this bearish trend. You can see this is a bearish move, pull back to 618 once, twice, and comes down. Okay, so now the major resistance is about 1.3287. Okay, so if this place cannot go through, most likely the dollar Canadian will comes down, right? But now looks like the support from 1.3220 is still quite strong, and the price is really sideways. You can see the both the 8 and 89 EMA is getting closer, getting very, very close. So there's no direction yet. And in daily chart, yeah, sideways for almost 2 weeks. Okay, I will focus on selling high from as long as 1.3287 is not broken. Okay, I will talk about Bitcoin. Okay, so let's just finish all the major pairs. Okay, oil. Okay, the oil has a very strong breakup in the last week, and now it's coming back down all the way to the origin of the breaking point. So as long as this place is still hold, you can still trying to buy the oil, because this is actually already hit the 88.6 in the Fibonacci level, and there are supporting actions here. Okay, go to the forward chart. Yeah, still testing this origin of this breaking point here. Yeah, trying to buy the oil because it's really cheap, and the price already stopped making lower low. You can see here, stop making lower low already, right? So what you can do is make use of this 54.80 level as your stop loss, and trying to buy the oil and aim for at least 57.65 here. This is the first target. Second target will be the 618 pullback, or the 60.80. Sorry, 60 level, 60 level. Okay, so the oil is a buy. It's a buy. Okay, Aussie dollar sideways. Right, daily chart sideways, and we capture about 200 pips gain the last time when I said the Aussies have a pink bar here, and we buy. It really are successful from 0.67 to 0.69. Okay, and now it's coming back to the 618 already. Okay, so maybe the Aussie will consolidating from this area, and you want to buy when this you can buy here when the downtrend line was broken. Okay, yeah, after this downtrend line was broken, you can buy the Aussie. Now it's still consolidating. It has the potential to test a new low, test a previous low. So do not buy now. Or if you want to buy, you can buy. You can try to build little positions. Okay. But after the price break the trend line, you're actually getting another bullish trend. Sterling yen. Okay. Sterling yen. If you follow my trading idea here that if we bought from 128, you already made a lot of monies. Okay, from 128 to 135, right? 135, yeah, it's about 700 pips. Okay, and now you should already take some profit when the price hit this resistance area. Take some profit. Now you can continue to buy again. However, I will not add a position so fast, because this is a neckline here. Okay, this is a neckline, and the 618 here is 130.18. I will either wait for the price to form a double bottoms here. Okay, I need to see this kind of patterns. Test once, test twice, cannot break new low, and gain strength again. I want to see this, and I want to buy the breakout of these triangles. Okay, so the sterling yen, you just wait for it to test the trend line and break the trend line and pull back and buy. Now it's consolidating. Maybe it will touch this place. Who knows, right? So now there's no good chance to buy the sterling yen or short the sterling yen. The major trend is still up, but you want to find a good place to buy, right? Canadian, sorry, Kiwi dollar. Kiwi dollar is still too weak, So I think there's nothing to do with our trade, because first of all, if you go to the finwiz.com, you can see this the heat map of the pairs. Okay, so you go to the forex and go to the performance. All right, you can see the, yeah, click the weekly chart. The weakest currency is the Swiss franc and the Kiwi and the euro. The sterling is the strongest. The second place is a dollar. Okay, today still sterling the strongest, dollar second, and the Swiss franc and Kiwi are the two weakest pairs. So we don't want to buy the Kiwi, right? Right. S&P, yeah, sure. S&P, you can see here, S&P, there's a bearish harmonic patterns already occurred, which is garlic patterns. Here, right, it actually completed this patterns and made a, you can see here, it already made a reversal. It made a reversal, okay? So this telling me that this 31.3 level is sort of a top here, second top, and now the price is drop, base, drop, and the pullback, maybe another drop. So S&P, you have to identify those important structures here, like the 618 level, okay, 2994, or you can pull back to this place like 2991. So I think it is good to sell the S&P from 2991, okay, and the price may have another fall all the way to 2911 here. This will be a potential target. So the general speaking, the S&P is still seeing a downtrend channels. Okay, so the price may just consolidating with this channel, and every time it reaches to the top of the channel, it just sell, sell, sell. It will actually come down. So every time it touch the lowest of edge of this channel, you can take some profit, wait for pullbacks to sell again. Question: if gold is falling, should the S&P go up even with a harmonic pattern? Nicholas, right? If you are trying to answer these questions from the correlation view, yes. If the gold is going down, the S&P will go up. That's the normal sense. However, if you compare the gold and the S&P from a very longer time view, you can see here the gold as S&P's correlations are corrupted for a long time. You can see here, from here to here, the S&P rallies from 27,000 to 30,000, right? 3,000, okay? But what did gold do? The gold rallied from 1297 to 1557. So when S&P goes up, the gold also goes up, okay? And then when the S&P goes down, the gold still goes up. Okay, now the S&P going down, and the gold is going down. So, now the correlation is not that much. Not that much. So try not to use correlations to play S&P and gold together for recent time, because it is already, offset for quite long time ago. Now, you don't need to be confusing, because sometimes the market will just happen like this. A major reason is when the S&P goes up, means that the stocks market performs well, okay, and the money is going to the USA. But when the gold is going up, it's telling you that the economic is bad. The inflations, the terror of inflations push people to buy the gold as well. And after the risk event, like the Trump, like the Middle East, okay? But the market will just play it by itself. You don't need to answer why the S&P and the gold moves together, or why they don't move together, okay? But you just trade what you see. So as I can see is the S&P has this harmonic patterns, tells me that I better to sell the high. And the same here, the gold has this same garlic pattern telling me to sell the high. Both may make crabs. Both may go back to the the previous support. All right. Dollar yen. Okay. Dollar yen is something that I think will be sideways because first of all, this is a neckline of the dollar yens. You can see here, right? It actually forms this what I call Libra patterns here, okay? And dollar yen is more looks like it's going up. If you see this as a neckline, right? Just wait for the neckline to be broken. Maybe dollar yen will just have a strong rally to 111. Right? I think the dollar yen will cover this gap. Okay, dollar yen is not a for sale, right? Because you can look at the location. Look at the location. It is not in a very high location. It is in the middle, but the trend already changed. This strong rally represents a new uptrend, and this is small pullback. Okay, and now it's second rally, but maybe it will test the new high and break the neckline, and it formed this labor and head and shoulder patterns. We just go up to 111. Can we buy the 618 retracement of the latest push candle? You mean here? You may want to buy this 618? Yeah, you could. You could try. You could try. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, that would be good. And, and just now we see from the thing with as a Swiss franc is the weakest currency here. So you can see the dollar Swiss franc is really making bottoms and trying to go back to 1.02. And I think it is okay for us to buy the sterling Swiss franc. Okay, I'm still holding my sterling Swiss franc trade since 1.80, 1.18. Now it's 1.2223. Okay, so already earned 500 pips and still rallying. I think the Swiss franc continues to be the weakest currencies. So just buy the sterling Swiss franc will be good. Okay. Just now someone asked the sterling Aussie, right? My suggestion is try not to trade this pair. Try not to trade this pair. Because last time when I said the sterling Aussie, I have a short from 1.80. Okay, it actually make a very good already hit target 2, I think. You see here, right? Already hit target 2. Now it's already break the new structure. The neckline was broken, so tentatively looks like it's going to move upside, right? So the Aussie, kind of for making some bottoms. The sterling is still strong, so who will be stronger, sterling or Aussie, is really a question. So do not trade this pair at the moment. Okay, yeah, cross pair you better trade when the price is at the extreme level like this or like this. Okay, like 1.88 or 1.73 or cross pair. That's a better strategy to capture this swing trade like this. Okay, but do not trade in the middle. See, this is the previous high, this is the previous low. Now it's in the middle. You don't have any idea that it's going to up or going down. So try not to trade sterling Aussie. All right, good. Let's move on to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin have a very strong bearish candle in the last week, and it really breaks the triangle and comes back to 8,000. And my measure from the ABCD patterns tells me that it may touch 75,000 here. Okay, so I'm not going to buy the Bitcoin right now. If I want to short, I will short from here. Last time, if you remember, I said, oh, I buy from here. This trend, I earn some money. I buy it again from this pin bar, but this time it's failed. And you can see here of this case, shows how important to set a stop loss, right? If you didn't set a stop loss, that would be a disaster. Okay, so in trading, remember, set a stop loss, okay, for every trade that you have. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all for today because really covered all the markets. I didn't really stop without drinking any water. Keep talking for 40 minutes. Yeah, how time flies. I didn't really notice that. I have already talked for 40 minutes. No stop. Rafael, Yeah, I know you are doing great recently. So just keep practicing our strategies. Okay, I'm glad to see that a lot of my students make a lot of money. Like last time in the groups, the people who shot from gold from 1528, I think he said every Friday gold is there's a very big opportunity for gold. So he sold from here and earned about 20,000 US dollar from this wave. I was really happy to see that. Yeah, I'm drinking some waters. Thanks, Len. And I have some words for my students. So, practice makes perfect, right? So every time when you listen to my webinars or you watch my videos, you think you actually do you feel that the market is so easy to spot the trading opportunities or to analyze the market? Do you feel so? Do you think my method is very simple and effective? Like here, I said the structure breaks down, right? This is M shape, the M head, okay, the head structure, okay, Gardy patterns, and we take sell, right? That works so nice, 400 pips or 500 pips already. But the difference between you and me is I have already mastered all the knowledges and I can apply it anytime, anywhere. So for my students, right, if you want to progress yourself, you better to train your eyes and to draw more chart, and to validate your analysis after the market moves. Okay, do not draw and forget, trade and forget, right? So I have already developed a system. I'm going to translate into English because right now it's still for Chinese versions. I'm going to add for this. I think, yeah, you can see here. Uh, this is my Chinese trading academies, and I have already asked my IT staff to design this trading journal system here. So of course now you can see it's Mandarin, but I will translate for you. So every time when you have any trade or you made any trade or any analysis, you just by clicking this new journal, a new journal, and you can choose your date, choose which pairs that you trade. You want to long or short. The green is long, the red is short, and this is a lot size. Like you have already traded one lot, your entry is 1528. Let's say your stop is 1533. Your target is 1501, 1450, and 1400. So every time you have to write these trading plans, okay? And this is the status, like in profit, break even profit, stop loss occurred, already trigger trailer your profit, you're still in positions, your buying limit or sell limit, or you cancel the trade. We have seven, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we have seven status for your trade. I say this is already made some profit, and I made a 5K US dollar, and this is why you enter the trade, all right? So based on the Hardy patterns, as the 618 level, plus ABCDs, okay? Therefore, sell gold. All right, this is your reason or your trading plan, and then you can upload your chart by clicking this place. And all you need to do is, let me just show you one more time. Okay, in trading view you have this camera buttons, right? So you can click this camera button and click save image, right? And then you right click to save image to your computer. For example, here I save to my desktop, and then just upload this picture, your trading pictures to your desktop, and then you click save. Now you can see here, this is your trading journal already here. Every time you can just review it. You can even see this your chart last time you uploaded, and you can edit to amend the real profit in the, for this trade. Okay, so I will suggest you guys to to doing this trading journal and to record your analysis and validate them so that you can getting better and better. Right. I will ask my staff to have an English version as soon as possible so that I can give you guys for you guys to to learn and to input. What will be able to have a login for the current? Yeah, I think you can still use overseas handphones to register. Yeah. I will just publish these new versions of the English versions of trading journals when you need it. Yeah, and you can see all your profit, right? All your figures here. Raphael says, man, that looks awesome, right? Yeah, it did. Okay, so that's all for today. Yeah, thanks for coming. And for my students, keep practicing and trade your plan your trade. That's all. See you next time. Bye bye. Yeah, by the way, I will upload the recordings to YouTube. Okay, same YouTube channel. You can go to the www.youtube.com/project. This is my channel, easy to remember, and you can see the latest video here. More people comes in. Okay, good. Bye.